Thursday, 2nd of November. Special shave today. I've just received a parcel from America. Finally, after His Majesty's Customs have fined me, I had to go and retrieve the parcel from my nearest postal office. Isn't that nice? Anyway, point being, thank you so much, Nicholas, Mr. Madamba, who sent me 2 wonderful razors, which I'm now going to show. Ooh, look at these. These are monsters. Luckily, I like big razors. This one is a really beautiful razor. This is a hair. It's quite clearly marked hair and razor. It's the celebrated hollow ground. It's a beautifully made razor. Lovely black horn scales with a touch of highlights. It did come with a damaged case. Not Nicholas's fault. He received it like that, and it was made worse by my muffins in the post office because it hadn't been wrapped internally. You've got to internally wrap as well as externally wrap. Anyway, its tang had busted through the end of the case, which is okay, whatever. Anyway, I've mended it. So here we are. Now this is a supremely handsome razor. This is a hair, and it's on a 20K edge, according to Nicholas, which was then finalised on an Arkham saw. So is the other one. The other one's a huge thing. That is the Gibson. The Gibson is larger than most fighting knives. It's a 13/8. It's beautifully ground. This is actually a supremely nice looking razor. It weighs a ton. You could use it for a diving weight, but it doesn't matter. I like it. Anyway, this one again has been honed on several stages. This one was on a 12K plus an Azuku, and again finally finished on an Arkham saw. Now, obviously, Nicholas believes in Arkham saw. Well, I believe in Father Christmas and the Tooth Fairy, but I don't think either of those actually shave very well. Let's hope that this monster does shave well. I'm going to lather up now and then press on. Oh, just as a comparison, there is my last razor that I shaved with. That's the little Puma High Class. And that one did very nicely, and that was on a cortical edge. Just to compare. Exactly. Anyway, let's put that down. I'm going to use, because I'm used to it, I'm not promoting the use of Cella. I mean, Cella's a nice cheap soap, so, you know, what the hell. But I'm going to use the Cella Red, as I did on my last shave, as a good comparison. Also, can I give a quick shout out to the expertise of Devon Jackson, who I'm taking a lot of tips, because I'm no expert, and one of the tips I have learned, or I'm learning, is to check under a microscope both before and after a shave, to check the quality of your edge and to see if the steel's any good. Because if you've got very bad steel, you're going to get a very chipped edge. It's not always the honing, it's not always the stropping. It could be that if it's an inferior or a dodgy steel, it will chip no matter what you do. I have looked at both these razors today, and there is a couple of microchips which I'm not going to count for the simple reason I don't honestly think they necessarily make a lot of difference. If you've got a big fault, a rolled edge or anything like that, of course it'll make a massive difference, but a few little microchips, I can live with them. Anyway, look, there's proof. There's my little handheld microscope, the same as most people use, the same as the wonderful Gary. And I have used better. It just takes a bit of a getting used to. But once you're used to those little things, they are very good. Anyway, I'm not going to go mad. I'm not going to go on too long. This is 5 minutes of your time already, just hearing me prattle on. I'll add a little bit of water, as does the Jacks, as do others, just to get a bit of hydration. I'm trying to work up to the marvellous lathers which others do, not least of which, of course, is Matty Lindholm and Johan, who always seem to get magical lather. I don't think it's really in my game book of importance. What's important to me is the steel and the edge. Eventually, I'm sure I'll be wittering on about fragrances and density of lather and whether it drips off the end of your razor or not. But for now, I won't. Anyway, that's it. That's me ready. Golden rule, dry your fingers. Do not try to shave with an axe unless you've got dry fingers. How about this, chaps? Anyway, let's see how this monster Gibson works. As I suspected, always smooth. Yeah, it's smooth, it's precise, and of course, unlike nasty little 5/8, it doesn't jigger about. Oh my. I don't think I've had a better shave. Now, I don't know exactly what steel this is. It's quite evidently a very nice modern steel. It's a carbon steel. Hello, that was my cat. Shut up! It's been a storm here, very heavy storm. I've just come back from the seafront. Fairly high waves, but nasty 50-mile-an-hour wind. And cycling in a 50-mile-an-hour wind, you've got to have the right wet weather gear. Now, this is going to be a test. This is the hair. This is the most attractive razor. It is better looking. It is a 9/8. Grind? It's between a quarter hollow and a half hollow. I wouldn't like to spin a coin on it. Anyway, let's see what it does on the other side of my face. Yeah. Oh, that is nice. I wouldn't say there's anything between them. Strangely enough, I think I'd go for the big one. If I had to choose. Intriguing. That's the first pass. I always find this side is a little more awkward than the other side. That side, I put a very slight ding in my face on the last shave. It was very small. Don't know if you can hear that. I've got a cat crying outside the door. Anyway, that's the proof of the pudding. That's one pass and virtually all gone. Let's try the second pass. I'm going to go across the grain. I'm going to go against the grain. And then I'm going to go and lather up the cat and probably shave it. It's the stormy weather. Animals don't like stormy weather. I do. I once cycled in a 60-mile-an-hour gale, and it's surprising how stable bikes can be. Anyway, the seafront today was wild, and not very nice. It was raining. I had my wet weather kit on, and unfortunately I wear glasses. And 50 mile an hour, between 30, gusting, between 30 and 50 mile an hour. It wasn't very pleasant. I'm not going to put an awful lot of lather on for the simple reason I don't need to. So let's go for the big boy and make sure this time my fingers are thoroughly dry. I don't intend making a mistake with something that weighs as much as my cycle. This is a big razor. Now that's interesting. On the first pass, very, 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 very good. Against the grain, it's singing. I didn't expect it to sing. What a noisy razor. Chaps, would you excuse me for 2 seconds? I'm just going to go and murder this cat. Won't be a sec.